When we go to our backyard or walk through our neighborhood, our sense of smell suddenly perceives something in the air, which captivates our palate. Someone is doing a cookout in the area. The delicious one of a kind aroma fills the air of the entire neighborhood. Yes, someone is grilling delicious burgers. Or maybe steaks. We all love that smell, and whether we are hungry or not, at that moment we wish we had part in that cookout. But according to research, meat consumption may adversely affect health. Today, I would like to persuade you to lower red meat consumption and opt for other healthier options as your source of protein. The title of my speech is In the Red. The first area of my speech will focus on several statistics and studies that show the harmful effects of consuming red meat. Numerous studies have linked several diseases with red meat consumption. According to the article, red meat consumption associated with increased type 2 diabetes risk suggests that eating 2 servings of red meat per week may increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. This applies to processed and unprocessed red meat, such as bacon, sausage, hot dogs, deli meats, canned meats, and so on. There was a study done of 200,000 participants who consumed red meat over several years, to be exact, 36 years. From these individuals, 22,000 of them developed type 2 diabetes during those 36 years. Participants who ate the most red meat were at a 62% higher risk of developing diabetes. Daily additional servings of processed red meat gave a 46% greater risk of developing this disease, and a 24% risk was linked to an additional daily intake of unprocessed red meat. In the article, Is Red Meat Bad for You? A study categorized processed red meat in the level 1 category of carcinogens, a substance capable of causing cancer, which is in the same category as cigarettes and alcohol. This study also found that eating red meat is saturated in fat and sodium, and this is linked to high cholesterol, heart attacks, and even strokes. Not to mention the high risk of developing hypertension, according to the American Journal of Hypertension. Furthermore, according to the National Cancer Institute, diets high in red and processed meats are linked to colorectal cancer. The damage is caused by compounds produced in the body after consuming red meat. Further, some chemicals are formed when red meat is cooked in high temperatures. You guessed it, such as grilling, causing mutations to accumulate, which leads to cancer. By the way, other cancers have also been associated with red meat consumption, such as colon and breast cancer. A 9% higher risk of developing breast cancer was found due to eating red meat. Further, even early death, according to the journal Healthline. As you can see, eating red meat is a health risk. But let us look at possible alternatives and even adjustments to our red meat intake that will render a healthier you. Since red meat does provide protein that our bodies need, experts recommend 3 ounces of meat twice a week for a healthy adult. On the other hand, you can also try substituting with a plant-based diet. which is also full of protein. And these things include things such as legumes, seeds, soy products, peas, beans. Eat fewer servings and unprocessed lean cuts of organic meat. You can also look for words such as round, loin, or sirloin when shopping for meats. Another good alternative for protein is eating 2 servings of fish, such as salmon, sardines, also chicken, eggs, and dairy products. As we have heard about the solution, now let's look at what are the benefits of lowering red meat consumption. First, lower risk of heart attack disease and early death are a plus. Second, there is a lower risk of developing several kinds of cancer and high blood pressure. And third, you will be consuming less calories. As you prepare your menu for the week or must do a takeout, choose leaner meats or substitutions. And as Dr. Heather Field says in the Mayo Clinic Questions and Answers, don't worry if you can't make every plate perfectly balanced. Cutting back on red meat, particularly processed meats, can be difficult for some people, but even small changes can make significant differences in your long-term health. Thank you.